Claude recently released their new model Opus 4.7, and I was trying to test it, how it actually helps us to create very professional and modern design in terms of like creating any website. So I actually given it a prompt like make a very clean and modern website. I didn't give him any like design reference or any further information about the design, color schemes or anything, and it asked me a couple of questions, regarding the website. First question was like, what's the website for, and it was actually giving me some suggestions. So I said like SaaS/product landing, and then it also asked like aesthetic direction. I choose light minimal, and then build it where. So this is more significant thing. So since I am using like Htflow connector, which is a MCP server of Htflow, and that's why it is actually asking. So if you have multiple connector active, then it might actually ask you who is MCP you are going to use to build this site. So I choose Htflow, publish live. So, and after that, it actually grab all of the design rules from the MCP, and then it started making the plan, to make the website. So as you can see, it planned a structure like navbar, then hero, logo, strip, and then feature section, product preview, testimonial section, pricing, city, and footer. So it started generating all of those sections one by one. Okay, so first it actually started generating the hero section, and after that the logo strip section, and then feature section, then split product preview section, and then large editorial testimonial section. And after that it generated a pricing section, then CTA section, then footer section, and then all sections built. And now register navbar and footer as global, then publish. Okay, so that was its plan, to register navbar and footer as global. So in Htflow MCP, so the navbar and footer is like global section, so that means that will be used by all other pages. So AI will create only once the navbar and footer, but it will be used for all other pages. So the navbar and footer will be same across the site. And after that it actually published this. Okay, so, and then it also explained how and what it did. So it says like navbar sticky, and then hero. Okay, and then logo strip, feature, product, all of the sections it created. And then it actually told some of the features. Htflow actually has like beam naming convention, so block element module, so, and then data attribute, and longhand CSS, responsive, and 767 and 479, which is the Webflow compatible breakpoint, and all of those things it did perfectly. I didn't check yet, but still I actually told him like add service or product page. So it started generating the same way, the product page, and then the service pages, and all of those pages are created, and it actually published the new version. And after that it also explained what it did. And then as you can see, this is done. And now I also, since we created like dedicated pages, multi pages, and we need to actually add those pages in the navbar link, and I asked Claude to add all pages in navbar, and it actually did all of those pages. And then okay, it also given me like the feature, the sitemap, like home page, feature page, product page, pricing, customer page, and all of those things. Okay, and I still asked Claude to update the navbar with all the page link. Okay, so and then it actually did all of those pages, and after that, as you can see, it also published it, and it says like slate-pm.htflow.dev. so if I open it, and it will actually open a new page, I mean new tab. Okay, so as you can see, this is the home page. So I like it because we have chosen like the light version and minimal. Okay, so it actually generated all of those things with one single prompt, and we didn't give him any design reference, or we didn't even give him like any screenshots or anything. Okay, color schemes or anything. Okay, but it actually did, and I like it. So after that, I can actually click on the feature page, and this is the feature page, and very clean, consistent. Since we are using like MCP server, like Htflow MCP server, and that way we can actually use the Claude's default coding agent that Claude actually provides. So we are not using eventually a Claude code or anything, but the built-in coding autonomous coding agent that is actually working by communicating with the MCP server of Htflow. And after that, this is the feature, and if I click on the product page, and this is the product page, so as you can see, the design consistency, design tokens, and everything is very consistent. And here it also uses a sticky movement, and yeah, it looks very cool and professional. And this is the pricing page. Let me actually click on that. So this is the pricing page, and pricing okay, price comparison table, which is very good to me. And the last page is like customers. So this is the testimonial page, and if you see it, as you can see, the typography and every single thing is very consistent. And okay, so we made the site, right? But how can we import it to Webflow? So that's a question. So we can simply click on the copy, as you can see here, the copy button, and then it will authenticate, and it will give us this kind of like control bar. Okay, and here if we click on this copy page, and it will actually convert this design to Webflow, and it will be copying, and simply we can actually paste in Webflow canvas, but I'm not gonna do that because this is a very simple thing, so you can try it. And also here is the dashboard, since I built this site, and that's why it actually shows me the open editor and dashboard as well. And we can also copy section by section, so if we click on that, then it will actually, you can select any section, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna open it in editor. Okay, so we'll look how it looks in editor. So as you can see, in editor we have all of the page structure, so the sitemap. So this is the home page, and then it actually created, okay, give me a second, it created the hero section, then logo strip section, then feature section, everything is here. Okay, and if you need any sort of changes, let me actually make it full screen, so you can eventually give it a prompt from here. Okay, if you don't want to use MCP, you can actually use the web version of the Htflow coding agent. Okay, and then you can actually do any modification, or eventually you can create a site inside htflow.com, and then you can use this coding agent, and you don't need to go with the MCP server in that case. So but MCP server gives you more freedom or more control, because you can actually use your own own subscription, like OpenAI subscription, Claude subscription, Kimi subscription, or any other LLM. Okay, but if you are not very technical, then you can simply create a site and then ask to do whatever you want to do. If I want to create a new page, I can actually do that from here, or I can do that from the MCP as well. And not only that, you can use any ID like anti-gravity, like VS Code, or anything whatever you can actually uh, integrate the MCP, you can actually use that. And for the web version, you can actually do from here. And also we have, like, give me a